Alright, game number 2, and we are on the draw this time, unfortunately. This hand has a Shamble Shark and a Spell Rupture, which are pretty good together, so I'll go ahead and keep this. In good faith that I'm going to draw a 2 or 3 drop in the next couple draw steps. That wasn't the worst draw in the world. That lets me leave up Spell Rupture mana on turn 3 after playing a Shamble Shark, so despite having a 2 drop into a 4 drop, it is kind of curving out, although I'd rather have a 3 drop. Starts off with Dutiful Thrall. Alright, another 4 drop isn't the best, but also certainly not going to block his Dutiful Thrall here with the Shamble Shark. That's just like not good at all. He's just going to regenerate. I mean, I might have traded for like some Extort guy or something, but or a Denizen, but yeah, I'll go ahead and put in the Shark. Spell Rupture for 0 doesn't seem that efficient at the moment, even though I would have liked to counter that. Alright, another Shamble Shark isn't the worst either, so if he doesn't play anything, I guess I can just play my other Shamble Shark end of turn. Possibly trade with the Denizen if he taps it down, taps my first one down. Of course, depending on what he plays, I might just have to counter whatever white creature he plays here, rather than trading off. Alright, the Tiger is probably going to be a problem, because it just trades with my Sharks, so yeah, that's going to get countered. And if he attacks, I'm certainly going to trade. Attack him with both. Yeah, that thing's just going to be too much of a problem later on. So here I think I probably just play the Fathom Mage, and we can play a bunch of stuff to evolve it. Like if I draw a land, I get to play Shamble Shark plus Krokonura next turn, which is drawing 2 cards for me, which is going to be quite strong. Although it does miss me out on a couple of Denizen draws, so maybe the play is just to play the Denizen first. We'll see what he plays first. We might just need to get our aggro on here pretty soon, because you don't really want to get into the late game with, oh, okay, he's just going to kill that. So that makes my decision a little easier. I'm just going to try to develop a pretty good board presence here with the Denizen. Hope to draw land, but even if we don't, we have plays for the next couple turns. And Shamble Shark is just so sweet. So many synergies, not to mention the evolving other creatures, the Denizen counters at instant speed. It's just such a sweet card. It would be playable even if it didn't have flash, but just gives it so much more reach. Alright, well I'm clear to attack here, since he's clearly not going to block. I'll play my Krokonura. If he tries to double block, which I don't think he's going to do, well actually it doesn't even matter because I just make my guy a 3/4, so I'm getting in for 3. If he attacks with the Gargoyle, I get to flash in the Shamble Shark and block with Krokonura, which will be pretty sweet. So let's hope he walks into that without having the counter backup or whatever, Blood Rush or something. Although he would need a red source to do that. He could have Arrows of Justice, but it's still a 1-for-1, which I'm fine with doing. Alright, he is going for it. So first order of business is I'll pass priority to see if he wants to do something. And looks like he might just want to... Alright, yeah, he wants him to bounce off, so I'll just hope he doesn't have the Arrows of Justice. I don't think he does. He didn't play a black source, so he can't Grizzly Spectacle. Though he probably would have done that before combat anyway. And yeah, just going to put the Denizen counter on the Krokonura, of course. Oh, actually it just evolved on its own, so I guess I can put the Denizen counter on the Shamble Shark, probably. Yeah, because then it can attack into the Dutiful Thrall. I'm still getting in for at least 5 next turn. Alright, that went about as expected. Still got 4 cards in hand, but hopefully they're like high drops, because we do have Gridlock. Alright, that was definitely fine. He can't activate that at the moment, although if he does have some sweet blue spell like Dinrova Horror or something, it might be a problem. Alright, and he killed our Krokonura, which is fine. So I guess the plan is just to play the Phantom, since I can tap out for it, evolve my Shamble Shark, and get in for at least 3, maybe 4, maybe 7. I wouldn't be surprised if he chumped here. Could be setting up for some big Dinrova horror or something, but we'll see. Although I don't think much matches up with my board right now. It would take quite a bit. Plus, if he just plays a big dude that doesn't affect the board, I just gridlock and win. So I like our odds here. Yeah, he's played a fair amount of removal. Well, I guess 2 spells, but if you can disrupt Simic's curve out at any point, it's usually pretty beneficial, assuming he has bigger stuff to play down the line, which he's definitely thinking about it, so I'm not super worried. Let's see what we got. Grizzly Spectacle. Alright. That's fine. He had to tap both his black for that, so he's gonna have to chump with his Dutiful Thrall. That was a pretty good draw too. Play a Krasis. Bash for 8. I could also tap down his Thrall, but I'll just do that next turn. I see no hurry. I don't think, unless he well, even if he did Merciless Eviction, it wouldn't be the end of the world, because we've got stuff back up with the Denizen and Gridlock. So I guess we can play our Krasis pre-combat so we can put a counter on the Denizen. It seems like the best play, because then he's going to have to answer literally every creature on our board in order to survive next turn. Representing Spell Rupture, so there could be that too, but clearly he's not in a position to play around a counterspell at the moment, so that's not really relevant. My guess is he's going to chump and go to 6. Yep. Possibly Smite. That would be pretty good. Nope, he doesn't have it. So he has the mana for Dinrova Horror, which I guess would survive him a turn. What do we got? Looks like the Horror. Mind Grind. Is he going to try to mill me out? No, I still got 13 cards in my library. That didn't do it. Valiant effort, sir. Yep. Alright. So I guess that's that. And we'll just go into round 2.